using Rage Bait Spider-Man against a tank and Marvel rival since they think they can't be Rage Baited, which is pretty true. So this might go very bad for me, but I have a plan. Ideally for this to work, we need them on the thing. So we're going to annoy this group by pulling him until he swaps. With deaths like that, it shouldn't take long, right? Well, if you said yes, you'd be correct. This is perfect. We have him right where we want him. I'm going to call this one the Good Boy Combo, where I stun him for multiple seconds and force him to sit here and take Thor Awakening, one of the highest damage abilities in the game, but he's not giving up, although he gets caught lacking once again. However, he has an escape route planned this time, but right as he was on the edge of the safe zone, he unfortunately was slimed out once again. However, he's right back where he left off, and we're quick to spot him and tie him up. This has to be one of the most annoying ways to die. Well, I think it's very obvious he's annoying, because right after that, he swaps to Namor. But we have a solo ult waiting for him out here. He instantly uses Bubble, which is a huge mistake on his end, giving us a free solo ult on him. I think Doctor Strange, get out of the way. We finally take him out, but end up dying with him. However, we meet right back at the scene and catch him lacking behind all of his team. So he's sent back to spawn once again, but he wants to switch it up one more time, and he decides on Squirrel Girl. Interesting choice, buddy. Let's see how long that lasts. Well, here he is, just a little bit too close to the objective for my liking, and he's dealt with as he desperately panics to fight us off. But the Rage Bait Spider-Man is getting to him, and he also decides to go back to the thing. So we get right back to the Good Boy Combo, but he seems more prepared this time. Maybe he and his team figured out how to stop us, and he Mike Tysons me out of my ult. But we're right back through Rocket Beacon. However, our combo just still isn't working. He just isn't dying. He's a sponge to all of this damage, but just as I say that, he slips up and ends up dying. However, his teammate seems to be having lots of fun in chat, but he's back on the objective and uses his first ult of the entire game and gets absolutely no one. But what he does get is stunned and held inside of a Thor ult. Yeah, there is no escaping that one, buddy. We end up clearing up the rest of his team to secure the objective, but here he comes charging back out towards us, trying to save the day for his team. However, he just gets stunned once again and dies. That leads us to the end of our attack, though. Let's see if him and his team can make some halftime adjustments and flip this one around. Well, they swapped to Hulk Namor, so this isn't looking good for us, but we're not backing down because of this. He tries to run my Thor down and gets himself into a sticky situation and backs up straight into a Moon Knight ult, then shrinks down straight into a Thor ult right after. Yeah, I don't think you're living through that one, but I think he's completely lost. So he just desperately swaps to Luna Snow. But after all of this torture he's gone through this whole game, his teammates still don't even help him. I'm getting a free 1v1 back here with this guy, just bullying this guy around with no consequences. I miss my kidnap on him, and he instantly sprints back into spawn out of fear. But he thinks something is so funny in text chat. However, I'm still here waiting for him to come back, but he sends his bodyguard to come clear me out. Yet I still end up ulting my target anyways. Not the ideal solo ult. Accidentally killed his bodyguard. I hope you guys forgive me, but now there's a new bodyguard clearing me out. This little pest Rocket Raccoon is not happy I'm up here, but I'm having too much fun right now, so I'm going to sit here and watch this fight take place, hoping they capture the objective, so this game can go on for longer. Fortunately, they end up capturing point, and he gets hit with a solo ult right away. I want in on the action, though, so I swing in, but this guy and his team has had enough. They came prepared and slimed me out on sight, but we're right back at his spawn, ready for our revenge, coming with 2 ults served on a silver platter just for him, right in front of his whole team. We do not care, but right after the Thor ult, he makes the swap to Loki. Little does he know I still have my solo ult ready to go, and I'm itching to use it, so we get his lamps out and solo ult him. Although he gets soul bonded, we still manage to kill him through it. Well, that's game over, but I have a question that needs to be answered, and here's the answer, I guess. Anyways, I stream these games live on Twitch at 6 Sav. That is all I can follow for more.